Have you noticed how we talk about vacations lately? It feels like something's shifted. It's not just about getting away anymore. It seems like a massive global crisis has kind of rewired our brains about why we travel, turning our holidays into something way more meaningful. Okay, let's get into it. Think back for a second. Remember when the main goal of a vacation was just to pack in as much as humanly possible? Run from site to site, party all night, all just to escape the office, only to come back feeling like you need a vacation from your vacation? Yeah? Well, that entire mindset has been completely flipped on its head.
So in this explainer, we're going to break down what exactly is going on. We'll kick things off with that huge travel reset the pandemic caused. Then we'll dive into the explosion of wellness tourism. We're going to use Thailand as a really cool case study to see it in action. And finally, we'll look ahead and see what all this means for the future of, well, your vacations.
All right, first things first, the pandemic travel reset. And I want to be clear, this wasn't just a pause. It wasn't like someone just hit the stop button on travel for a bit. No, this was a deep, fundamental psychological shift in what we're all looking for when we pack our bags. And man, the difference is night and day. We've gone from chasing crowds and jam-packed schedules to actually wanting, personal space and focusing on our well-being. That old desire to just escape it all has been totally replaced by a much deeper need to feel safe, to be somewhere clean, and to come back genuinely feeling better. So really, the whole way we make decisions has changed. We're now actively trying to avoid crowds. We're looking for nature, for simpler outdoor stuff, and we're picking places that just feel low risk and clean. But here's the biggest thing. For so many of us, our mental and physical health, that's not just a nice bonus anymore. It's the #1 goal of the entire trip. And that leads us perfectly into our next section, the rise of wellness. I mean, this used to be such a niche thing, right? A few spas, some yoga retreats here and there. But now, it has absolutely exploded into a global movement that is the perfect answer for what we're all craving now. Okay, so what even is wellness tourism? The key word here is proactive. This isn't about traveling because you're already sick. That's medical tourism. This is about traveling to stay well. It's about actively taking steps to improve your whole self, your mind, your body, and your soul. And this really gets to the heart of it. It's so much more than just green juice and a deep tissue massage. Real wellness is, well, it's holistic. It's about finding that mental balance, feeling safe where you are, and being in a healthy environment. At the end of the day, it's about having a good life. So, which places are really leading the charge? Well, let's zoom in on our case study, Thailand. This is a country that is just uniquely, almost perfectly, positioned to be the world's go-to destination for healing burnout. So, why Thailand? Well, it's kind of a perfect storm of amazing advantages. First, you've got the stunning natural beauty, everything from peaceful mountains to unbelievable beaches. Then you have this incredibly deep culture, rooted in Buddhist ideas of mindfulness. And you top that all off with a modern health industry and a government that's actually throwing its weight behind becoming a wellness leader. And hey, if you need proof, just look at the numbers. 446. That is the number of dedicated wellness tourism properties in Thailand right now. That makes it a world leader, putting it ahead of other big names you might think of, like Costa Rica or Bali. This didn't just happen by accident. This is a strategy. But look, Thailand's real advantage is so much more than just having a lot of nice resorts. Let's break down 3 unique pillars of their wellness experience, stuff you really can't get anywhere else. First up, fight. And yes, we're talking about Muay Thai, the ancient martial art. But this isn't just about what you see in a ring. The government there has actually backed this whole Muay Thai wellness program. It uses the art's core principles to help you improve your balance, seriously cut down on stress, and sharpen your focus. It's a really active, empowering way to get well. Okay, next pillar, breathe. This is where you can tap into centuries of Buddhist mindfulness practices. We're talking about unbelievably serene retreats in forests and on hilltops, where you can learn meditation and self-awareness from the source. It's like getting a toolkit for mental clarity that you can take home and use forever. And finally, heal. This is all about Thai traditional medicine, or TTM. This is a holistic system that's been around for 2,000 years. It uses a mix of massage, herbal remedies, diet, and even spiritual practices, all with one goal: to restore your body's natural balance. It's a really profound and time-tested way to look at your health. Now, Thailand is a fantastic example of all this, but this whole movement is so much bigger than just one country. So let's zoom back out and look at the major trends that are shaping the future of travel for every single one of us.
You know, the very definition of what a traveler is, it's changing right in front of us. The 2020s, that was the decade of the digital nomad, right? People blending work and travel. As we look ahead, things like deep experiential travel and sustainability, that's just going to be the new normal. And by the 2030s, the needs of a huge market of older travelers will totally reshape everything.
And of course, technology is just pouring gasoline on this fire. I mean, think about it. Your watch is tracking your health stats on vacation. Smart devices in your hotel room are trying to help you sleep better. You can have an AI give you personalized nutrition advice. Tech is making wellness super personal, totally data-driven, and honestly, more accessible than it has ever been before. So all of this brings us to one last big question. As we all start looking for healing and balance and self-improvement from our trips, is it possible that the whole purpose of travel is changing? Are we no longer just going out there to see the world, but instead to look inward and maybe fix ourselves? It's definitely something to think about.